Hi, I'm Maddie Orton, and this is The Arts Project. Here's what's on tap. Selfies, an artistic ode to Oxford Dictionary's Word of the Year. It's all ahead on The Arts Project. Taking a good selfie is an art form that I have not mastered. But decades of experience make this mystery man's collection a work of art.
He smiles, he celebrates, dresses up and dresses down, even makes visual jokes. And in Zimmerli Art Museum's latest exhibition on portraiture, he's generating a lot of buzz. These 445 self-portraits are thought to have been taken in a photo booth or booths over the course of 2 to 3 decades. And while those involved certainly know the man's face, no one knows his name.
I was in New York at an antique show. I saw examples of these, only 9 or 12 of them, and they were displayed in someone's booth. I said, "How many do you have?" And he says, "Oh, I have 300 or 400.
Lakuta speculates that the man in the pictures may have been a photomat maintenance worker who tested repairs by taking his own photo.
And I realized that it's very uncommon to have someone make multiple photographs through different times of their life. And this person was a little younger in one photograph and getting a little older and getting a little older. I thought that was so unique and special. I've never seen it before in my life. It's so human. We don't have to know who he is. It's just, it's so universal. It's so perfect.
The museum has dubbed the collection 445 Selfies, playing on the newest phenomenon in portraiture.
It's taken on this new explosive interest because of the smartphone and selfies.
Artists have always been interested in using their own presence, their own human face as a representation of other sort of larger human issues, but also as a representation of their own thoughts and desires. So the selfie really grows out of, a tradition of self-portraiture.
And it's this derivation that raises the question, are selfies art?
Now it's being looked at as a real kind of portraiture. And critics like Jerry Sauls from New York Magazine, this young woman Alicia Ayler, have begun to really look at it as a kind of portraiture that's developing its own aesthetic.
Perhaps it's a reinvention of self-portraiture. I would argue it's certainly a very widespread phenomenon and very exciting, constantly changing, and especially in the digital revolution, it's become a really interesting and viable art form.
I think it's very important to always express yourself, whether it's selfies or whatever type of art that you like.
But if they do it, have intentions, and are aware of them, then that should make it art.
Given how accessible photography is, and most people have smartphones with cameras, it's absolutely a type of art form. I don't know, I like seeing people taking photos of themselves.
We don't know yet what's going to happen, and because so many of them are being generated. And I think there aren't any real categories yet, and I think that some categories will emerge. Also, that the issue of quality is probably going to have to come up eventually.
In an exhibit surrounded by paintings from the 1800s and Warhol's screen tests, though, Lakuta thinks the anonymous man would find his selfies out of place.
What would he say if he saw these photographs at the Zimmerli Museum now and hundreds of people were looking at them? I have no idea, but I think he would be totally amazed. But I think, yeah, these are self-portraits. There's no question. He had to push that button and make his photograph.
Only time will tell if selfies find a permanent place in the art world. But if they do, portraiture and collections like our anonymous man will have laid the groundwork.
Did you recognize him? Give the Zimmerli a call. Inquiring minds want to know. That's it for us. Thanks for watching. On this and every episode, we bring you music by some of New Jersey's finest. Today's featured music is by the Shady Street Show Band out of Red Bank. I'm Maddie Orton. See you next time as we continue touring the Garden State for all things arts.